Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Ahmad Zaeni. I'm from class 2019, and this is I will explain material about the media and ICT for teaching, and I use the Google Meet. And what is Google Meet? Google Meet is a product of Google, which is a video communication service developed by Google. This application is one of two applications that are new version of the previous version, namely Google Hangout and Google Chat. Google itself has discontinued the classic version of Google Hangout in October 2019. After only inviting and securely without being smelled by the public, Google Meet has released for iOS user only, but in February 2017, yesterday Google officially launched Google Meet in the following month. This service was launched as a video conferencing application that can be used by up to 30 participants. Meet is a more powerful version than its Google Hangout because Meet can be displayed on web application, Android, and iOS application. Next is Google Meet feature. Google Meet and offers many features can help use individuals and companies to raise scale talk. Here are the features you can count on from Google Meet. Number one is can invite up to 100 participants per call for the basic user, 150 people for the suite business user, and 260 people per meeting for a user who requests the G Suite Enterprise plan. Number 2 is have the ability to join meetings from the web or talk application installed by Android and iOS smartphone user. Number 3 is ability to conduct online meeting with a dial-in number. Number 4 is a G Suite Enterprise Edition user dial-in number, user password, and password is protected. Number 5 is integration with Google Calendar to make one-week meeting calls. Number 6, share the screen to present a document, spreadsheet, or presentation. Number 7, encrypted calls between all its users. Number 8, closed caption generated by the friends of all. A Google Meet package. Although Google Hangout Meet can be used for free for a small scale of up to 25 people, or simply accept an invitation to join a shared Google Meet teleconference. But if you want to use this application for your company or a larger gathering, here are Google Meet package that can be used. You take advantage of. The first is G Suite Basic Plan. The 2G Suite Plan. The 3 is G Suite for Enterprise Plan. Is advantage of Google Meet. The creation of update of Google Meet, which is much more interesting and offer the best feature that in predecessor classic Google Hangout. Here are advantages that Google Meet has to offer. The first is assist workers and employees to stay in meeting wherever they are by using video call. The second, user can invite meeting participants and share features. The third is unique and functional interface or interface with a live and fast site, providing efficient user-friendly management that can be followed by all participants. And next is how to use Google Meet. Given the many ways internet user can stay connected, whether it's mobile or sitting in front of computer screen, Google Meet integrates our device to make it easier for our user. Is Google Meet for a smartphone user? For those of you who are more mobile or prefer to use smartphone or HP, you can download this application from the Play Store and the App Store. Register or sign up using your email. If you are already registered, you will be able to conduct online conference using the chat or video conferencing feature. Click the plus icon in the lower right corner of the application and select new video call. Then add participant by entering their email address or phone number. Is Google Meet for computer or desktop user? Computer user can access Google Meet on their official website. Then click join or start a meeting. Here the user must create a meeting code and meeting title before inviting the participant. The website will ask for permission to access the microphone and camera. Click join now to join the virtual meeting room. The presentation will be done on the computer screen. If you want to invite more people, please copy and paste the video conference or simply add in your participant email. Now is conclusion for Google Meet. After many efforts physically to stop and make workers do work from, many online conferencing applications have sprung up even from applications that we have never heard of before. The exciting virtual meeting application also update and upgrade their teleconferencing application even more efficiently. Even Google Hangouts, which is now changing to Google Meet, did not escape to help and accommodate the massive change caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. Previously, Google Hangout had a limitation that it could only display 4 participants in one teleconference. With so many popular competitors like Zoom, Google Meet needs to be innovative, so they come up with packages that you and your company can customize with experience significant increase with 25 times daily user from January to March. Welcoming this opportunity, Google Meet provides free offer for GSUite and GSUite education customer until July 1, 2020. The next is parts of speech, definition, type, and example. In learning English, of course, we often hear the term noun, adjective, pronoun, and other things. These terms have an important role in the formation of a sentence. A sentence needs to have verbs, adjective, adverb, and more taken together. These important roles are called part of speech. Part of speech have 8 types that have their respective duties in a sentence. Let's get to know more about part of speech and also their use. The definition of part of speech. Part of speech is a classification of words that are categorized based on their role and function in the sentence structure of language. The first is a noun or kata benda. 2 is pronouns or kata ganti. 3 is verb or kata kerja. 4 is adjective or kata sifat. 5 is adverb atau kata keterangan. 6 is proposition or kata depan. 7 is conjunction or kata hubung. 8 is interjection or kata seru. Next is each part of speech. Let's get acquainted with each other part of speech. Next is about noun. This part of speech serves to name a person, place, thing, or idea. Generally, nouns are preceded by the particle a, an, and the. Noun can also be singular or plural and concrete or abstract. In a sentence, a noun can function as a subject, direct object, indirect object, subject complement, or object of a preposition. The various parts of speech include countable and uncountable noun, proper and common noun, abstract and concrete noun, and collective noun. Next is about pronoun. Pronouns are used to replace nouns. Part of speech is useful to avoid the repetition of the use of nouns. The types include personal pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, integrative pronouns, relative pronouns, indefinite pronouns, reflexive pronouns, intensive pronouns, and reciprocal pronouns. The example is the first is personal pronoun is I, you, we, they, she, he, it. Next is demonstrative pronoun. Example is this, that, this, those. The Interrogative pronoun is who, what, which, when, whose. Relative pronoun is who, which, when, was, that. Indefinite pronoun is another, anything, everything, none, someone. Reflexive pronoun and intensive pronoun is myself, yourself, ourself, themselves, herself. And the last is a reciprocal pronoun is each other, on another. Next is about verb. Verbs are used to show the action of the subject, indicate event or circumstance. The kind of verb include transitive and intensive verbs, regular and irregular verbs, action and stative verbs, finite and non-finite verbs, linking verbs, and causative verbs. The example is transitive verb is ask, buy, hit, make, show. Intransitive verb is arrive, come, go, smile, wait. Regular verb is exit, pack, decide, leave, and walk. Irregular verb because, via, send, write. Action verb is eat, grow, jump, run, and work. Stative verb is adore, deserve, forgive, impress, and so on. The finite verb is transitive and intensive verb. Action and stative verb is linking verb, auxiliary verb. Linking verb is act, be, look, seem, and taste. Causative verb is get, have, led, let, and make. Next is about adjective. Adjective is a word used to describe or modify a noun or pronoun, usually come before a noun or pronoun. However, it can also be located after linking verbs related to the sentence, seem, or taste. For a noun or pronoun, there can be more than one adjective. Example is old, young, bad, fat, thick, big, small, pretty, and etc. Next is about adverb. Usually used to describe or modify a verb, adjective, or other adverb. However, adverb never describe a noun and usually answer the question how, when, where, why, under what condition, or to what degree. Not only that, adverb of an adjective usually end in a particle, such as deeply, extremely, heavily, fairly, and others. But there are also adverbs that do not come from adjectives, such as very, somewhat, only, quite, and so on. The kind of adverb in English are adverb of time is early, recently, yesterday, now, tonight. Adverb of manner is fast, hard, slowly, softly, quickly. Adverb of degree is enough, quite, so, to, very. Adverb of modality likely, maybe, perhaps, possibly, unlikely. Adverb of frequency is always, barely, daily, often, and sometimes. Adverb of place, away, behind, here, nearby, somewhere. Adverb of focus, also, even, just, mainly, only. Last is the preposition. Next is about preposition. Preposition is a word of speech that is placed before a noun or pronoun to form a phrase that modifies other word in a sentence. Therefore, prepositions are always part of preposition phrase. Prepositions almost always function as adjective or adverb. Prepositions in English are divided into several types, including the preposition of time, after, before, during, since, until. Preposition of place is about, at, in, on, under. Preposition of movement is inside, into, of, towards, or of. Preposition of manner is by, in, like, on, without. The preposition of purpose is for. Preposition of quantity or measure is for and by. The next is conjunction. Now about conjunction. Conjunction is this word of speech starts to connect word, phrase or clause and also to show the relationship between the sentence elements that are connected. Conjunction allows you to form complex, elegant sentences and avoid the heaviness of multiple short sentences. Make sure that the phrases joined by conjunction are parallel. Without conjunction, you would be forced to express every complex idea in a series of short, simplistic sentences. I like cooking. I like eating. I don't like washing dishes afterward. Example is, I work quickly and carefully is incorrect. I work quickly and carefully is correct. I like cooking and eating, but I don't like washing dishes afterward. Sophia is clearly exhausted, yet she insisted on dancing her down. Next is about interjection. Interjection is a word or phrase that is grammatically independent from the words around it, and mainly expresses feeling rather than meaning. Interjection is a word used to express different levels of emotion. Grammatically, it is usually seen as a part that is not related to the main sentence. Example is, "Oh, what a beautiful house." Next is, "Oh, this look bad." Next is, "Well, it's time to say goodnight." Next is, "Actually, it's not my dog." Next is, "Shoot, I think I'd fix that bad." Next is, "I can't believe I lost the key." Interjections are common in speech and are much more common in electronic message than in other type of writing. Example is, as he filed, "I, look at me." I think that's all from me. I'm sorry if I still have many mistakes because I'm still learning, and thank you for attention. Thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.